Shut up, Agnes. No, 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 no. Young Morticia is here. I wanted to be cool and start this video by snapping my fingers, but like, I never knew how to snap my fingers well. Today I am sitting on my ugly orange couch because your 20s are for shitty apartments, and I am watching Wednesday. I already watched the first 4 episodes when they dropped, so I'm just going to comment on them a bit, and then we're going to watch episode by episode and kind of comment on everything. Waiting 3 years for a second season was not fun, but now that it's finally here, I have some opinions. So from the start, like in the first episode of the second season, I noticed that the writing of Wednesday was very incoherent, but I think that I disregarded it before because I loved Jenna Ortega so much in the role. But it doesn't make sense that Wednesday is like obsessed with the macabre, with murder, with crime and all of this, and then she gets all righteous and wants to like stop a serial killer, and 3 scenes after that she makes Pugsley like destroy a stop sign, which results in a car crash. The first season ended on a cliffhanger about Wednesday having a stalker, and I was hoping for this big reveal, for like some conspiracy, and then it was Agnes. And I find Agnes insufferable. I also found Enid a bit insufferable in the first season, but she grew on me, and I have a feeling that Agnes is not going to grow on me. Shut up, Agnes! I think she's also like one character too much now, because Wednesday already has Thing, which we love. She has Enid, there's Bianca, there's Ajax. Like, we don't need Agnes. I think that she's kind of redundant in the story, and I think that they're just going to overcrowd the whole second season, especially because this is supposed to like put more of an emphasis on the Addams family. So why are we introducing a new character into Wednesday's circle? Like, maybe it's just my hatred towards the character, I don't know. Speaking of Wednesday's gang, let's say, like the Nightshades and everything, I want to speak about Bianca, because I found it very kind of unnecessary that she wouldn't tell Wednesday about the principal blackmailing her to like Siren Song Morticia. Like, I understand that she might be scared, but I think like after the first season she and Wednesday already developed a friendship, and like some type of a trust exists between them. So I think like Bianca should have told her, and they should have plotted how to get rid of the principal together and like to see what's happening here. Just this whole thing where Bianca, knowing Bianca from the first season, just blindly succumbs to blackmail, and she kind of doesn't react or doesn't try to get out of it or to like plot some escape. It just seemed a bit off for her character. We'll see what will happen in these 4 episodes, and also I'm really excited to see what will happen with the Siren Song, I mean with the morning song, the cult her mother is in. I'm really interested to see how this will fit into the whole plot of the story. My hot take number 1 is that the woman that Wednesday rescued from the lab, from the asylum, like the one that asked if they're going to murder her now, I think that that's going to be Morticia's sister. That's my hot take. We'll see if that is true or not, but I think that's going to be Morticia's sister. I don't like Slurp. I don't know if that character is just there to give Pugsley something to do or not, but I don't like the whole storyline around him. I don't know why. Whenever there was a scene that involves Slurp and Pugsley, I just kind of fast forwarded a little bit. We'll see. Again, we have 4 more episodes to go. We'll see if it will somehow become important to the plot. We also need to talk about like the, let's say, villain. It was just the first 4 episodes, so I don't know if Stonehurst is going to be like the main villain of the story, but her being like a descendant of some family that like hates outcasts, or in her case experimented on outcasts and wanted to take their abilities, seems kind of recycled, because Thornhill was also a descendant of a family and she wanted to take revenge on the outcasts. Like, having like this similar of a villain backstory seems kind of recycled, like they're repeating the same thing. I agree that the villain should have a backstory and some explanation, like why is she doing what she's doing, but again, having this like kind of, oh, she's somebody's daughter, this, that, and the third, and she just wants to do this, it just seemed recycled. I think that these are all of my, let's say, comments on the first 4 episodes. So let's start watching the last 4 episodes to see what will happen. Yes, Weems is back. I'm so happy. I loved Weems in the first season, like the principal who tried to protect the school, like she didn't trust Wednesday. There was this whole thing with Morticia, and I just loved the portrayal of the character, and I'm glad that they bring her back like as part of Wednesday's psyche instead of having some stupid story about her resurrection. I love the fact that they just like kind of brought her back on the astral plane, you know what I'm saying? But what it doesn't make sense to me is that she's supposed to be like Wednesday's spirit guide when she's not a psychic, like she was kind of a shapeshifter. Doesn't make much sense, but Weems is here, so I'm going to let this one slide. Yay, Agnes is here.
I could really use your help finding my son. You mean Tyler?
I was wrong. Like, the woman who escaped from Willow Hill is not Morticia's sister. She's Tyler's mom. Okay. Did not see this one coming. I'll take defeat.
We had a deal.
Is Morticia like the master of Francois now? Because she stopped her from attacking Wednesday by just giving an order. Like, is that how it works? And also, can we just take a quick pause to acknowledge the fact that Morticia looks absolutely stunning in this scene and in this episode? Like, mwah. I mean, she's always stunning, but just specifically now, she's fine. So Enid is apparently ballet dancing and she transforms without a full moon? I don't get where either the dancing or the transforming is coming from, but we'll see. Like, we're at the end of the first episode. Let's go to the second one for now. It's getting interesting. Like, they're tying the whole Lois program with Tyler and everything. Like, it's going to make sense in the end, I guess. And like, the zombie dude is obsessed with Tyler's mom. He like held her picture and everything. We'll see. Season number 2 decided to show us what Wednesday would look like if she was made on Disney, I guess. I don't get, is this some type of a dream that Wednesday is having? But like, it shouldn't be a dream because there's a time jump. So we'll see. Francois, so Tyler's mom, and Isaac, who's the zombie, are brother and sister. Okay. Didn't see that coming either. I was sure that the zombie is going to end up being one of Lois' experiments, but I didn't think it would end up being like Tyler's uncle, basically. Interesting.
Your zombie. When's the last time you saw him? You know my waterboard is in my closet. Right next to her scuff.
Shut up, Agnes.
Anymore, so stop trying to placate me.
Never raise your voice to me again. No, I'm gonna make you those.
I mean, I wanted to slap Tyler back when he was making coffee and we didn't know he was the villain, but like, you don't actually have to slap him, you're his mom. I don't understand. She's supposed to be like trying to protect him and everything, and she just smacks him across the face after not seeing him for most of his life because she was dead. Girl, just a quick rant about Wednesday for a bit, like not following the plot right now, but I think that the people who worked on Wednesday really were in tune with the discourse online and how much people liked her dry humor and the way she would just respond to people, and I think they're overdoing it. I saw somebody, I don't know if it was on TikTok or somewhere, saying that Wednesday speaks in quotes, and now I cannot get it out of my head. Like,
you will be granted temporary sight.
This is some Deus Ex Machina lore, because what is temporary sight? Like, why are we introducing this legendary raven and all of this? Like, they're shoving too many characters into a single show. I do not have time to give a shit about all of them. And also this whole thing, like, oh, she's going to be given temporary sight, feels like back in the first season when she was stabbed and then Goody just resuscitated her and like cured her injury. It just seems like they're not trying.
No. No, 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 no. Enid? What the hell happened to me? Why am I staring at me? Because we've somehow swapped bodies.
They swapped bodies, so the whole ritual that Wednesday was supposed to do with Lady Gaga, who's in this show now, failed, and she and Enid swapped bodies. I don't know if I'm going to like this, but what I am interested to see is how Enid is going to try and behave like Wednesday, and how Wednesday is going to try and behave like Enid. Like, this is going to be interesting, and it definitely explains the first scene where Wednesday is dancing dressed in like a pinkish outfit. It fits now. I'm going to have one of my little rants here. What I've noticed, like, we are on like the 6th episode now, and what I've noticed in the discussions that Wednesday has with Enid is that the writers, the producers, they did something to Wednesday's character that I do not appreciate. Basically, they resetted her. In the first season, Wednesday learned the power of friendship and that she can do everything alone, and she literally embraced Enid. And now we're in the 2nd season and she's doing all of the same mistakes. She's not trusting her friends, she's not trusting Enid, she thinks she can do everything alone, she thinks that she's the smartest, the most capable, that she just has to do everything by herself. And I don't like the fact that they did this. I would much prefer that she finally showed some growth and some change and asked her friends for help.
Have real friends. But the truth is, I feel more invisible than ever.
We want you to know that we...
I still don't like Agnes, but I feel kind of sorry for her character in this scene, because she like has no friends and she's very alone, and I feel sorry for her, but I still don't like her. I have to say that I definitely enjoy Enid's wolf form in this season more than I did in the last. Like, the hides look a bit ridiculous, but Enid's wolf form is amazing now, and I just think that she looks badass, and I kind of like the fact that she can just transform now, because it looks really powerful. And also, like, when Tyler was going to turn into a hide to fight her, my first reaction was, what the fuck are you going to do, you little bitch? Do you see her? Everything is okay. They switched bodies back. Tyler didn't hurt them. They lived to see another day, but the problem is that Wednesday's vision changed, and it seems like it's going to be a member of the Addams family that's going to die. It would be interesting to see Wednesday having to save Morticia, because they're constantly fighting, but we'll see who is going to be. Let's go over to the 7th episode. The 7th episode is starting off strong. I like the fact that Morning Song is finally like introduced a bit more into the plot, and basically the principal is the actual founder of it, and he used to manage Bianca's mom, and of course that he had to find a frontman for the cult, because the principal has as much charisma as a wet towel. So that makes a lot of fucking sense. Just a quick rant here. I hated the fact that in the last episode Gomez and Morticia had a dinner with Wednesday and Pugsley. Wednesday was then like, it was Enid in Wednesday's body. And basically everything was about how Pugsley and Wednesday have been lying to them, how that's not allowed in their family. But Morticia and Gomez have been lying to Wednesday every step of the way, knowing damn well that she's going to do whatever it takes to find the truth out. I think it's just a little bit hypocritical. I understand that parents that have to protect their kids, and maybe they thought they were doing that, but I just dislike the hypocrisy.
There are few greater thrills than witnessing the exact moment when a man's spirit is broken.
Queen.
You are my pack, Wednesday. If I wolfed out and couldn't, you know, change back, would you come and find me? I have no problem hunting you down.
I love this moment for Enid and Wednesday. It's so sweet. It's just wonderful. So Ajax came and told them about morning songs, so Wednesday has to figure out that something is happening with her grandma and everything. She has to like connect the dots. I think this was done well, so it's not like directly told to her like she has to figure it out, but like all of the clues are there for her. I have opinions about this scene. So basically they were fencing, Bianca and Wednesday, like in the first season. And I don't understand the callback to the first season. I get like when people are doing all of these remakes and reboots and sequels and prequels of shows that were once famous. I understand that they put in things that kind of invoke nostalgia with the audience, but this show came out 3 years ago. Why is this here? Like, it's a cool sequence and everything, but just I'm not here for it.
In fact, I'm going to burn it and begin anew.
Did he just torch this man? Okay. I can't really like play this in the background, but basically Enid has a dance routine. Again, first season, Wednesday had the dance routine that's really popular on TikTok and everywhere, and everybody knows about it. And now Enid has it again, feels recycled.
Stooge Gideon that I would split the money, but I'm not big into sharing. So now he's a pile of ash in my fireplace, and I'm keeping all the cash.
Do you see how everything gets resolved when the gang is back together and collaborating? Did Ajax technically kill Dort? Oh, who cares?
I'm canceling my plans. I've lost my ability. Does that make me less of an outcast in your eyes?
Oh, don't be ridiculous. You're just going through a phase.
My father has many infuriating habits. But when it comes to being an outcast, there's none finer. If you would like me to reconsider...
I love this moment for the Addams family because it makes so much sense, and Wednesday is stepping up. She's standing up to her grandma about her father and everything. It's a very wonderful emotional scene. I have to say episode 7 is winning me over just on the count of like the moments she had with Enid and then now that she has with her father and mother. I love this episode for this. The end of the 7th episode is basically Pugsley being kidnapped by the zombie, I mean by Isaac, and Wednesday looking for him, and I guess that now in the final episode we're going to save Pugsley.
Doves and ravens together ignite, with wings of darkness and piercing eyes. Guide us to truth through night and morn, to this that our powers be sworn.
I didn't drive all this way to hold hands in the dark. How long do we have to keep this up?
Mama, for once, just be quiet. We're trying to find Pugsley.
Young Morticia is here. Yes, we need a show about young Morticia. I don't care if Gomez is there. Let's have a show about young Morticia. We got some Gomez backstory and the explanation as why he doesn't have any like abilities like the other outcasts do. He had abilities, it was electricity, the same as Pugsley and Fester, but he wanted to help Isaac to free Francois from her hide curse, but he didn't know that the experiment would kill him. Morticia saved him, Queen, and basically he lost his powers that night because of the experiment that Isaac was doing to save his sister from her powers.
Please tell me that you're done with lying wolves and beta gorgons. I put together a list of potential boyfriends.
I have to say something about Agnes, and now it's just not just me hating on the character, but her powers are being invisible, and she constantly pops up everywhere. Like, that woman is a menace to privacy, and I think that's a little bit weird. I already thought she was going to go alone, but Thing is here, so she's meeting Isaac at the Skull Tree to retrieve her brother, and I wish she brought some more backup, but I guess Thing is good backup. Tyler, get your hands off of Thing, you little bitch. And no. No. Thing is Isaac's hand. I mean, I know that somehow Thing is going to save the day because he's going to rebel against his owner. But like, this hurts. Young Morticia is back again. I think that the whole thing with Enid could have been avoided, like her turning into a wolf, like becoming an alpha permanently. If we just focused on the Addams family, I would have preferred if Wednesday were saved by her family and that this whole thing, especially the last episode, just revolved around the Addams family. I think that would have been better. But like, the whole thing with Enid is going to play into something. I have a feeling she's either going to also help save the day and somehow be turned back into a human, or I don't know, something is going to happen. I know that they put it for some reason, but I would have preferred if it was Morticia digging Wednesday up. Pugsley was kidnapped because he has the same abilities as his father, so Isaac can use him to conduct the experiment to extract the hide, but basically this isn't for Francois, it's for Tyler. And considering the fact how Francois is treating Tyler, I think he's missing his dad now.
I missed.
Wednesday, kill him already! Why did she miss? I think that something is going to malfunction and maybe Gomez could get his powers back in this like final showdown. Maybe. I don't know, we'll see. And also we have like around 20 minutes left of the show. Where is Enid? Thing just beat the crap out of Isaac. He saved the day, he's a hero, and he's detaching himself from Isaac's body. And he also killed him. Love this for Thing. Love this for him. Gomez didn't get his powers back. I was wrong. I was wrong about a lot of things. But yeah, I really thought he would, and Enid is still a werewolf. I guess we're going to have a third season where Wednesday is going to hunt Enid down. That seems like she's going to kill her, but you know what I mean, it's Wednesday.
My father was a hide.
Again, we are recycling. We have a teacher, like Capri, with some family-linked backstory that makes her the villain, and now she wants to recruit Tyler into some type of a community, and the way she's describing it, it sounds like Morning Song, because like you can be a community, this, that, and the third, like it sounds like a cult. Everything again sounds recycled, and that's the problem I've had with several things throughout the second season. Fester is back. Love him as a character, and he is teaming up with Wednesday to go and find Enid, which If there's going to be more of Fester in season 3, I'm here for it. I finally came to the end. There's going to be a 3rd season. Grandmama is keeping Ophelia locked up. Like, I wasn't wrong. Ophelia is alive, just not in the dungeon I thought she was in. I understand I've been kind of critical of the 2nd season and the recycled storyline. I still enjoyed it. I think it's very fun, and I'm going to watch the 3rd season, of course. I just hope it won't take 3 years. Probably not. I have to Google it. I still like the character. I still think that the plot was engaging, but just I think that this time I watched it with the intention of making a video and commenting on it. I was very focused, which is why I noticed like that some storylines seemed recycled, or like we are learning again the power of friendship and that Wednesday needs to trust people. We learned that in the 1st season. It was still fun. I would still recommend it. It's a good show. I am not originally an Addams Family fan, so I don't know if this show is blasphemous to the fan base, if like Wednesday is abominably bad in this show. I'm not sure, so don't hold that against me, but write your opinions down in the comments. And speaking of comments, feel free to subscribe, like, share, all of that. Tell me your hot takes in the comments. What are your opinions about the 2nd season? Are you going to watch the 3rd one? What was your favorite part? What was your least favorite part? And all of that. You can also check the description of the video where you can find my socials, and you can also find all 3 books that I've published so far, which are 2 poetry books, I can't speak anymore. Identity Crisis and Rehab, and also my 1st novel, which is Little Rebellion. Thank you so much for watching Wednesday with me, for being here, and I'm going to go to bed now because I have to get up and go to work tomorrow. I don't like the fact that they released it on a Wednesday. Like, I get it, but you could have done it on a Friday. Bye!